Morning, everybody. It is a glorious morning. It is so glorious that I am just wearing my new Homestead Dad t-shirt, available for purchase if you email me at dad@homesteaddad.com. Even though it's like 35 degrees out, it's sunny. I'm thinking warm thoughts. I'm gonna force this spring to get here. That's what I'm gonna do. In the meantime, I'm going out to milk. I'll see you guys shortly. Guys, just finished milking and doing a live stream. You guys can see that stuff. Those are walnuts that I got last year, and I just left them in this drum over the winter, and the husk is kind of disintegrated away. Just kind of looks like this. The nuts still left inside, and they still very much enjoy them. So I just throw a couple shovels full in, and I'll just keep doing that every couple days until they're gone. Anyway, gotta finish up the chores, head inside, and continue on with this glorious day. We're at the Novi Home and Garden Show, and look how cool this is. So that one's pretty cool. Well, look at this one. That is really cool. So I'm here right now with Great Lakes Metal Fabrication. This is General Manager Steve. He's been telling me about this spiral staircase that is just totally unbelievable. Tell me a little bit about it.
So the stair right here, it's about $55,000. The butternut treads on here, they're about 10 grand. It took 400 man hours to
400 man hours. That's
400 man
crazy.
hours. What else on here? The guy.
I think they're undercharging for this thing. Can I go to the top?
You can go up.
So before we're done, I'll go to the top and I'll show you guys what it looks like. It is just unreal. The detail. You didn't see this? The detail. The butterfly. Look at this. It's amazing. And you said this is made out of all tube steel?
It's tube and solid. All the railing is solid.
Okay. But all of the tree is tube.
All the tree is tube. Yes.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm going to try to get together with Steve and go over to a shop, do a tour over there, and maybe even go to an installation and watch how these things are installed so I can show you guys, because I think you guys would be really, I think you guys would love this. So you guys can see, look at this. He said this is going to be clear coated, or they're going to seal it, but when it gets sealed, it's going to look more red, so it'll look more natural instead of the, look at this. Just look at this. And this gate here, look how beefy these treads are. This has got to be the coolest staircase I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And now I'm at the top of the show. All thanks to Great Lakes Metal Fabrication. So they've turned a roping dummy into a ride. So we're over here at 77 Crossbar Ranch.
I want to do it!
And this crazy guy turned his roping dummy into a ride for the kids. Yeah. Not yet. How many people can we get on one four-wheeler?
The pin right here.
Yeah, we do need the pin there. So, got my little buddy out here. We're going to, I'm gonna call him little fella, I don't know. We're gonna put this on the back of the tractor, use this as ballast for the tractor so it can go.
Me horsey.
Oh, he wants to be called Horsey. Still. We're gonna use this as ballast so we can go get a round bale and put that in there for Prudy. And then since it's gonna be on, if I'm not too cold, because it's like 32 degrees and the sun has gone away behind the clouds and it's pretty windy. If I'm not too cold, I may try to grade the driveway slightly and see if I can get knock some of the potholes out of it. So we got the box blade on. Let's go grab the round bale. So having the box blade on the back of the tractor helped a little bit. If you guys watched, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, I put a round bale in there and I didn't have any attachment on back and almost tipped the tractor. So put that on. It helped a little bit. It's still got a little bit squirrely, but I think all four wheels kept contact with the ground. I think the right rear wasn't getting good traction, even in four-wheel drive. So most of the time I had the back blade on there, and I think the back blade is heavier than that box blade. You waiting for me to cut the net wrapping off there, Missy? Let's go do that. So, and obviously like the lawnmower is heavier yet. So that box blade is actually not as heavy as I thought it was. Anyway, go get the net wrap off of there so that this lady right here, come and say hi. This lady right here can have some new hay. And then I've got 3 more bales. It's what, April 6th, April 7th. So this should get me almost to the end of April. You can see she's wasted a lot of hay here. I'll probably actually put the round bale feeder around this again. I hadn't done it the last time, but I'll probably do it. Hey, stop pushing. Stop pushing, Lovey. I'll probably do it this time just so she doesn't waste so much hay. Now when we get the goats, they'll come in here and hopefully get all this up for me. Stop licking me, miss. I know you want to love on me. You're a good girl. She's a good girl. She's a good cow. This is the round bale feeder. There's a couple ways you can do it to get it over there. The way I normally do it is just to push from here, push it over there, and then you know, flop it down over top of it. The other way to do it, if I get to a little bit of flat ground, watch out, Missy, because you can actually go inside of it like a human hamster wheel. See, I'm about to drop it on myself. Anyway, that's how you can do it. If I told you guys that she woke us up this morning at like 4 o'clock, just hollering, and I thought maybe one of the reasons that it might be is that she's in heat. Another reason, she's just playing with that. She's very playful right now. Actually coming over to me with her head down, trying to knock me over. So it's possible that she's in heat and she's just you know, playful and ready to go. But I don't weigh as much as her. I weigh a lot. I don't weigh nearly as much as her. So I don't want her to be trying to flip me through the air. So for those of you who don't know much about tractors or haven't been around them much, I am by no means an expert, but most tractors have what's called a 3-point hitch. So it attaches here, here, and on the other side there. 3 points. This is called the top link, I believe. And what you do is this lever right here raises it up and down. And you can change the angle by lengthening this. I don't know if you guys can see there's a screw here, and you can make this longer or shorter to change the angle of the attachment. There's also what's called a PTO right down here. See that thing right there? It's called a PTO, and the engine spins that. So like for the lawnmower, you attach a shaft onto that, and that then spins the blades for the lawnmower. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can use this box blade to grade that driveway. Never used it before. We'll see how it goes. So that was my first time using the box blade. You can see the driveway looks much, much better. So the rippers kind of dig up the ground, and then the box blade kind of gathers it and spreads it. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but this, so like where I'm making footprints here, it's like been fluffed up. It will now get compacted as we drive over it, but at least it's filled in all the potholes. I think as I get used to using it, I'll get better at it. The other thing that I'm going to probably do next time is angle the box blade so that I'm kind of making a trough on either side of the driveway and kind of gathering the limestone back towards the middle. So I think it's going to be a really good tool. Way better than trying to use the back blade. So the back blade is great for pushing snow. You can angle it, you can push snow off to one side or the other. Great for that. Not so good for trying to grade a driveway. It just bounces across the top, whereas this, with the rippers and the way that the scooper on the box blade works, it just picks it up and rips up the dirt, and it's really good. And actually right here, there's a high spot right here that I think I can probably smooth out in like 2 minutes with the box blade. So I think it's going to be a really, really good tool. And I've actually seen people using it in permaculture. When they tilt it like that, you go by one way and then by the other way, and you kind of make a trough, and you can make drainage swales and stuff like that. So might be something that I try to do in the pasture, just to make a trough that gathers all of the runoff and takes it over to the drainage swale instead of having little pockets of water that sit for a long time. So I don't know, I think it worked out pretty well. We'll see as we drive over it what happens, but I'm happy for now. So see, the lettuce is already starting to germinate, which is what I expected. It'll germinate faster. It's starting to come up. The tomatoes and other stuff, not so much yet, but it should. This stuff, so right here is lettuce. The onions, starting to even get a little bit of onions there. The spinach is going crazy. So this is spinach, and then the far row is spinach. I'm going to probably have to repot that quickly, but look at this. The Swiss chard and the broccoli is going nuts. The kale, not so much. I've got one starter for the kale. I think these were older seeds, but I'm not giving up on them yet either. So if I get the NRCS grant for the hoop house, this is where I'll put it. Barn's there, barn, house, and then this is the garden area, and I would put it here. And I think the grant would be for a 30-foot by 80-foot hoop house. So that's the same size as our barn. So it would go from this fence line here, 30 feet that way, and most of the length of this. Then it would still allow for some outdoor garden before you get to where you can see the trees are in the orchard. But man, would it allow me to start the season earlier, extend the season later, you know, do starts. It would give me so much space to work on gardening stuff. It would be really cool. Guys, it is the end of a beautiful day, beautiful sunset. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. It was a great day here. Got a lot of stuff done. And just, yeah. You guys will be seeing a video shortly of the hoop house that I made, like the mini hoop house. I'm going to show you really quick. Ready? There it is. Now you have to wait for the other video to come up. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.